What's going on, buddy? It's your boy, King Kaif, back in your life, another NBA basketball breakdown and prediction videos. As always, starting off with our breakdown of last night's games, starting off with the Cleveland Cavaliers defeating the Magic 117-113. Great win from them. Just, keep stacking up the wins, stay where you want to be. No one's catching them, obviously, but, just keep winning. Keep building that team morale. And next game, the Miami Heat defeating the Detroit Pistons 118-105. They need everyone they can get, though. Miami Heat does, but I don't fear for them, in the playoffs. I know they'll do good and stuff. Playoff Jimmy will get them wherever playoff Jimmy wants to get them. In our next game, we have the Raptors destroying the Hornets 120-100. Like I said, they're kind of just raring up for, probably most likely the play-in game. I know they're locked in for the play-in game, so they're kind of just working their way towards there. And I like their chances of getting out and getting into the playoffs. In our next game, we have the Milwaukee Bucks defeating the Washington Wizards 140-128. Great win from the Bucks. They stay up top, right where they want to be. In the next game, we have the Timberwolves defeating the Brooklyn Nets 107-102 in that wild, wild West, and the Timberwolves are still in it. Like I said, I think they'll make the playoffs as well. In our next game, we have the Sacramento Kings defeating the New Orleans Pelicans 121-103. This is a win the Pelicans needed. They didn't get it. Now they dropped down to, I believe, 8th or 9th, I think, which isn't too bad. You still have a chance to get back in it, but we'll see where they go. And for the first time in a while, the Sacramento Kings secured and won their division, which is a pretty big, small victory for them. In our next game, we have the Philadelphia 76ers defeating the Celtics 103-100 behind freaking Joel Embiid's 50 points and, double-digit rebounds or whatever. Great win from them. But there's a caveat. They did not have Jaylen Brown. Look how close it was without Jaylen Brown. If they had Jaylen Brown, it'd be a different story, but Jaylen Brown's going to play the Toronto Raptors tonight, but we'll get there when we get there. In our next game, we have the Grizzlies defeating the Trailblazers 119-109. That's too close. For a team without Damian Lillard, man, that is too close for you guys. That's way too close. This just shows me even more. Every week I get more. They're more playoff pretenders. I mean, I already knew they're pretenders from last year. You can do as well as you want to in the regular season. But when it comes to when actually winning matters, they're not there. In our next game, we have the Houston Rockets upsetting the Denver Nuggets 124-103. Terrible loss, Nuggets. Terrible, terrible, terrible loss. Once again, another pretenders. We saw that last year, though, right? You guys are pretenders. And our next one, we have the Hawks defeating the Chicago Bulls 123-105. Hawks need everyone they can get. They're going to be in the play-in. They could possibly make it out. There's a lot of other teams, too. I mean, I like their odds more than Chicago's odds. No offense to Chicago fans. In our next game, in overtime, the Lakers defeated the Utah Jazz 135-133. Shouldn't have been this close, Lakers. And just think if they had their stars, if they had Lauri Markkanen, the finisher, if they had Kessler Edwards, the big man, I think the Lakers lose. Have fun with the Clippers tonight, though. A well-rested Clippers. Have fun with that. And in our next game, we have my Golden State Warriors defeating the OKC Thunder 136-125, securing that 5th spot. Great one from us. We have 2 more games, and they're on the road. That was our last regular season home game, because there will be playoff home games. But, yeah. And in our last one game, we have the Suns defeating the San Antonio Spurs 115-94. They need, they just keep stacking up wins. They've been on a winning streak ever since Kevin Durant came back, which it shows clearly. I mean, Kevin Durant's Kevin Durant. He'll do anything you need for his any franchise. He'll do whatever you need. He's literally just put him there and just let him go. Now, let's start off with our Wednesday night game, starting over here with the Grizzlies going to take on the Pelicans. Pelicans coming off a tough back-to-back. Grizzlies coming off a win in their back-to-back. I'm going to take the Grizzlies on the road. If they can shoot it well, if all their guys are playing, I can definitely get it done. This will be a close one for sure, though. They always play pretty exciting, close games. B.I. can get it going. CJ can get it going. They have a chance, and they need this win. The Pelicans need this win to really stay in it and stay in at least the play-in situation for them. I can see them coming out of the play-in for sure, though, especially if they get a healthy Zion back. But for right now, I'm taking the healthier team, the more star power filled team, and just the way they're all clicking together. You know what I mean? It's kind of all working out for them. And our next game, the Kings going to take on the Mavericks. Luka and Kyrie are both probable for this one. They're just going to shut it down for the season, man. They're not going nowhere. No offense to them. It's the Kings, man. They've been on a roll. They're my dark horse to win it all. I want to see them go far, and we'll see what happens. I'm sorry if you guys play us in the first round, though. And in the matchup of the night, most likely, big playoff implications for both these teams. I'm going to go with the well-rested, easy for me to say, Clippers. I just think, they're more healthy right now. definitely less tired than an overtime Lakers team, which we don't even know if AD or LeBron are going to play. If they do not play, it's going to be sending Lamb to slaughter. Seriously. But they don't have Paul George. That's a big piece, but they have one man, and one man is all they really needed, and that's Kawhi Leonard. He has been on one. I got the Clippers winning this one. And I'd say probably like a 10-point game. All right. In our next game, the Nets going to take on the Pistons. Two teams coming off a loss. I'm going to take the Nets on the road. They're the better shooting team. They're they're not the bigger team by any means, because the Pistons got like 4 centers, man. But I'm gonna take the Brooklyn Nets, and they'll just shoot their way out of this and end of this win. Then the Knicks going to take on the Pacers. I'm gonna take the Knicks here. Pacers like to get up and down the floor. This will be a really fun game to watch, because both teams like to get up and down the court pretty quickly. But I'm gonna take the Knicks. They got more firepower. They got more star power. They got Jalen Brunson. He's such a great closer, man. Dallas, you miss him. I know you do. But I'm gonna take the Knicks in this one. And our next game, the Wizards are going to take on the Hawks. I'm going to take the Hawks. Are the hotter team right now. Coming off some big wins. They're kind of trying to get their momentum at the right time. And our next game, the Raptors going to take on the Celtics. 2 teams. One team coming off a win. One team coming off a close loss. Jaylen Brown didn't play, though, so I assume he's going to play tonight. I'm assuming Jason Tatum will also play tonight. I'm still just going to take the Celtics. It's in Boston. These guys always like to have a close game, though, so I'm not going to say it's going to be a blowout. I'm going to say it's going to be close to either the start of the third quarter or the near start of the fourth quarter. And in our last and final game, we have the Bulls going to take on the Bucks. Bulls shocked the Bucks a couple times in the playoffs, but this isn't the playoffs, so it's going to be the Bucks. The Bucks are rounding into shape, just sharpening every tool in their toolbox, and they're going to get it done. But as always, guys, let me know what you guys got for predictions tonight. As always, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys right back here tomorrow, Thursday, with another video. And it's been your boy, King Kife, and I'm out. Peace.